I am Dr. Alan Gupta. I am Professor of Neurosurgery and Head of Department at PGI MER, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, New Delhi, India. Nowadays we see that epilepsy is one of the major problem in the society. Sometimes it becomes difficult to control epilepsy, or sometimes we have to convince the society, the person, the relatives of the person that how the epileptic patient can be managed and how we can take care of that epileptic patient. Let us know about what is epilepsy. Our brain is a complex organ made up of many specialized brain cells. These brain cells perform electrical activities which occurs in a normal pattern and are responsible for the normally functioning of the brain and our body. Epilepsy is a disorder of brain cells where there is a recurrent, sudden and episodic burst of excessive electrical activity which result in a change in the behavior of the person. However, seizure is one single episode of such a change in electrical activity. In epilepsy, seizures occurs again and again and they are unpredictable. Now let us see what are the types of epilepsy. Epilepsy is of different types depending upon the pattern of electrical abnormality in the brain. In some cases, the electrical abnormality can start in the small area of the brain, whereas in some cases it can affect the whole of the brain. Now comes to what are the symptoms and behavior pattern during epileptic attacks. The symptoms or behavioral changes are unique to every patient. It depends upon the individual and type of the epilepsy. Seizures on epileptic attack can occur as a beginning, middle and end differently, and different symptoms can occur at different stages. These symptoms are also dependent on the area of the brain involved and include the one of the following symptoms: starting, jerky movement of the arms and legs, stiffening of the body, tongue biting, loss of consciousness, loss of bowel and bladder control, falling suddenly for no apparent cause, especially when associated with loss of consciousness, not responding to noise or words for brief periods, appearing confused in a haze, period of rapid eye blinking and staring look. During the seizures, person's lips may become bluish and breathing may not be normal. The movements are often followed by a period of sleep or disorientation. The symptoms of seizures may resemble other problems or medical conditions. So sometimes it becomes difficult to identify whether patient is having epileptic attacks or some other medical problem. So in such condition, one must always consult physician for a definitive diagnosis. What are the causes of epilepsy? The reason as to why epilepsy occurs are different for different peoples and different age groups. It could be one of the following things, like bleeding inside the brain, that is the brain hemorrhage can lead to epilepsy, serious brain injury, brain infection, brain tumors, HIV infections, stroke, abnormal brain development, trauma during childbirth, family history of epilepsy. But sometimes the cause of the epilepsy is not known, which we call as idiopathic epilepsy, in which after investigation even one cannot find any reason why the person is having epilepsy. How the frequency of the epileptic attacks? Epileptic attacks can vary in frequency from less than one per year to several per day, depending upon the type of epilepsy and various trigger factors. These are the trigger factors of epileptic attacks. The trigger factors are those events or conditions that are responsible for resulting in an epileptic attack, and some of these factors are as below. Forgetting to take medicines means one patient already diagnosed for epilepsy and treatment was prescribed to him, but patient is compliance is very poor and he is not taking the medicine, proper medicine in timely, then epileptic attack may occur in spite of medicines. The second thing is stress. Sometimes patients who are epileptic may have a epileptic attack when they are some under the stress for any reason. Then lack of sleep. Proper sleep is a must for epileptic patients. If patient does not take proper sleep, then who is prone to have epileptic attack, then epileptic attack may precipitate. Then next comes the menstruation, especially in women who are having hormonal cycles. During hormonal cycles, the females are very much prone to have epileptic attacks. Then illness both without fever, especially small infants and children. Whenever there is high fever, the children, infants might have the epileptic attacks. Then heavy use of alcohols or other illegal drugs. These are also responsible for precipitating an epileptic attacks. So one has to diagnose properly whether patient is having epileptic attacks or other non-epileptic attacks like hysterical attacks or some other effect of the medicines which we confuse or one can confuse the patient might having epilepsy. So these triggers can be avoided to prevent any further epileptic attacks. How we can establish or one can establish the diagnosis of epilepsy? Epilepsy is diagnosed by a doctor with the help of information about the events that happened before the attack. Number 2. During the attack and after the attack, what are the sequence of events taking place? The description of such events can be given to the doctor by the patient as well as witnesses of the epileptic attack, which may be the attendant of the patient or relative of the patient or any other friend or any person who is around the patient during epileptic attack in the office, on the road or anywhere. The person can give the account of the events taking place during this epileptic attack. Apart from this, the doctor can ask for blood test and brain scans such as CT scan, that is we call as computed tomography, or MRI scan, magnetic resonance imaging scan, or an EEG. In MRI scan, certain epileptic sequences are taken. Epilepsy protocol is being done to know the cause of epilepsy. Sometimes the cause of epilepsy is not obvious, because on this basis we divide epilepsy into two categories. Number 1 is symptomatic epilepsy. In those patients, one can find the reason for epilepsy when we do CT scan or MRI scan. As I have already told, such as small lesion, infection, tumor, hemorrhage, parasitic cyst or brain injury. In such patients, they fall in the category of symptomatic epilepsy. But in sometimes there is no finding, no such lesion is found in CT scan or MRI scan, which we call idiopathic epilepsy. Now we come to treatment of the epilepsy. One must know that epilepsy is a manageable condition. One should not fear of epilepsy, but it has to be properly managed. The mainstay of treatment is anti-epileptic medicines. A specific treatment for a seizure will be determined based on the medical history of the patient, type of the epilepsy, frequency of seizures, any related illnesses, expected level of tolerance, and CT and MRI scan findings. Based on the condition of the patient, the doctor may prescribe one or multiple drugs. But first, we must start from single drug. The dosage of the drug may be increased as time progresses till the full control of epilepsy is achieved. If one is not able to control the epilepsy with single drug, then there are two choices. Either we can increase the dose of the the medicine, or we can add another anti-epileptic medicine. After this treatment and diagnosis, there are specific instructions what one should not do and what should do. So first let us see what one person or what we must do and the person must do. First instruction is that do take your now let's come to what a person must do in such condition. So first is do take your medicines at the prescribed times. This is very important. That is the compliance. Patient compliance is very important. If doctor prescribes the medicine but person is not taking proper medicine, proper time, then epilepsy attack may occur in spite of treatment. Secondly, do make it known to your family members, friends and people who work with you that you are seizure prone. And this is also true for children. The children studying in the school, teachers and colleagues must know that if any such event takes place, what to do in such time. Tell them what should be done in case you get an attack in their presence. First aid during a seizure. This must be known. This is nothing to be ashamed of being an epileptic person because it is a medical condition just like high blood pressure or any other lifestyle disease. So one must not ashamed of telling to their friends, colleagues, teachers, friends or in the office persons that if you have such attack, they must help you and what they should do. Thirdly, if your child has epilepsy, do inform your colleagues or teachers in the college so they can have facilities to manage such an attacks. Do tell your child's teachers what to do if your child has a seizure. Do keep an accurate record of your seizures and their frequency. Preferably maintain a seizure diary which is provided in this epilepsy kit. Do ask your doctor about medicines for other conditions before taking them. Some drugs do not mix too well. So if you have another problem, then before taking that medicine, you must ask your doctor whether along with this medicine you can take this drug or not. Follow a balanced diet. Do exercise regularly but avoid over-exertion. Do have good lighting in the room where you watch TV. TV pictures flash can trigger seizures. So good lighting can prevent such attacks. Do tell someone if you are going to swim. Swim only if your seizures are controlled. Moreover, whenever possible, swimming must be avoided. So do talk to your doctor about the pros and cons of using contraceptive pills. Do wear protective headgear when cycling. Do tell your doctor about any ill effect that you experience during treatment. Do get a good night's sleep daily. Do make sure that you have enough medicines so that you haven't to run short even when you are traveling. Do check in with your doctor regularly. Do not remain fasting for longer periods. So if one person can have follow these instructions, then any emergency arising out of a seizure attack can be avoided and seizures can be controlled, because ideally one must avoid driving, swimming, going near the fire, near the water bodies, because if you have seizure attack during this time, then one can have some accidental injury to his body. Now let's come what one person must not do. Don't stop your treatment until your doctor tells to do. Because what is happening, sometimes person think after a period 1 year, 2 year, he himself or herself stops the treatment. It should be avoided. Don't intake caffeine or alcohol excessively. Don't take other medicines without checking with your doctor. Don't lock the bathroom, toilet doors if possible. Don't smoke. Don't give others your medicine, and don't take anyone else's medicine. So these things are important, one must avoid doing. Now let us come to about some myths related to epilepsy. Because in some societies, some countries, especially in India, what we think epilepsy is not a disease, but it is something like an evil. So people avoid taking treatment and go to some unnatural, unethical medicines or some means. So let us see what are the myths related to epilepsy. Despite scientific advances, it is unfortunate that even today there are fears, misunderstandings, discrimination and social stigma surrounding a person with epilepsy. Epilepsy is very rare disorder. No, epilepsy is not a very rare disorder. It affects 50 million people worldwide. In India, epilepsy has been identified as a public health problem. It is found to be second leading problem affecting the brain in both the urban and rural populations. It is estimated that in India, with a population of more than 1 billion, there are 6 to 10 million people with epilepsy. People with epilepsy are mentally ill? No. Epilepsy is not the same as mental illness. In fact, the majority of people with seizures do not develop mental health problems. There may be associated mood problems like anxiety or depression in a patient with epilepsy on account of their disease, and associated issues. Equating epilepsy with madness is wrong. People with epilepsy are violent or crazy? No. The belief that people with epilepsy are violent is an unfortunate image that is both wrong and destructive. People with epilepsy have no greater tendency towards severe irritability and aggressive behavior than do other people. Many features of seizures and their immediate after effects can be easily misunderstood as crazy or violent behavior. During seizures, some people may not respond to questions, may speak gibberishes, undress, repeat a word or phrases, crumble important papers, or may appear frightened and scream. Some are confused immediately after a seizure, and if they are restrained or prevented from moving about, they can become agitated and combative. However, when attack is over, they return to normal and usually display normal behavior in between attacks. Children with epilepsy are dull, except for children who are born with obvious mental handicaps. Children with epilepsy have normal intelligence and should be encouraged by parents and teachers to attend school and complete their education. Epilepsy is a curse or wrath of God? No. It is unfortunate that even today we have to face such questions in our society. Epilepsy has nothing to do with curse, possession, or other supernatural process, such as punishment or past sins. Like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure, epilepsy is a medical problem of brain and can affect anyone irrespective of his or her deeds. Epilepsy spreads through touching or coughing? No. Epilepsy does not spread through touching or coughing. People who are having an attack need help, and the onlooker should not refrain from helping the person because of such irrational beliefs. Use of an onion, metal, etc. help in terminating an ongoing epileptic attack? No. Some people think that epileptic attack can be terminated by making the person to smell onion or dirty shoes, or by placing a metal key in the person's hand. These are irrational beliefs. Relatives, friends, and teachers of the people with epilepsy should be aware of the measures to be taken during an epileptic attack. Epilepsy medications are ineffective? No. Epilepsy medicines are of essential for the control of epileptic attacks and should not be neglected. The complete treatment should be discussed with your treating doctor, and the treatment must be adhered to. Marriage is a cure for epilepsy? No, marriage is an important aspect of life, but it is not a cure for epilepsy. Life of a person with epilepsy is miserable? No, life of person with epilepsy can be very manageable and very similar to life of other person without any epilepsy, provided that you have a positive approach towards life. Very important aspect in managing epilepsy is embracing the treatment as an integral part of your life. Daily intake of medicines can sometimes put you down. However, do not let this affect your life. Taking medicine daily can be equated to taking your food daily. Do you forget to take food, or do you feel bad about taking food daily? No. Then why it is your attitude towards medicines? Why one cannot take the medicines regularly and daily? Epilepsy is hindrance in leading a happy and successful life? No. People with epilepsy can live a happy and successful life. With the advent of newer medicines, availability of medical care, and increased awareness of the condition, it has become possible for a person with epilepsy to lead a good life. There are many famous poets, writers, and sportsmen with epilepsy who have excelled in their respective fields. Positive approaches toward the problem in the life is the key for success and contentment. Our negative outlook toward the disease should be challenged, and this will certainly help people lead a normal and happy life. Now, what are the first aid during seizures? If you have epilepsy, you should instruct your family, friend, and people working with you about that what should be done and when you suffer an attack. Also, if your child has epilepsy, you must impart the following information to the teacher about what is to be done when the child suffers an epileptic attack. Here is a checklist. First, you learn to recognize the common symptoms of epilepsy, which is very essential. And how one can identify the epileptic attack? By these things: staring and unresponsiveness, confusion, jerk and twitches, wandering, shaking or falling, abnormal tongue and lip movements. And what are the important steps of first aid? First, almost important is keep calm.
बाहर से आवाज आ रही है, रिकॉर्ड नहीं होता।
Now let us know what are the important steps for first aid. First, more important is that keep calm. Speak quietly and calmly to the person. Explain to others what is happening. Prevent the person from injuring himself or herself. Block the fall of the person on the ground. Gently put them on the ground if they are losing balance. Loosen the person's belt, neck tie or other tight clothing, especially around the neck, and remove the spectacles if any. Clear away any sharp or hard object in the surrounding. If possible, cushion the person's head. Once the seizure subsides, place the person on one side to prevent choking with her own saliva. Stay with the person until he or she regains complete consciousness. Look for an epilepsy disorder card or identity card if available with the patient to help contact with his or her family or any relatives. What are the important don'ts during a seizure? Don't panic and don't be afraid of an epileptic attack. Don't speak loudly or make loud noises. Take control of the situation and ensure others around stay calm too. Overreaction to a seizure should be avoided. Don't try to move the person unless he or she is an unsafe location such as the roadside or in the water or near a fire, etc. Don't try and physically hold the person to restrict movements, as this may injure both the person having seizure and also the helper. Don't try to insert any object like a spoon or piece of cloth into the mouth. It may cause difficulty in breathing and also hurt the helper's finger. This is because the patient may involuntarily try to bite down. Do not crowd around the person. Do not give water or any other liquid till he or she is fully conscious. Don't try to wake up the person by shouting at or shaking him or her. Medical aid is usually not required, especially in case where the person is in the water and or drowning or has other serious injuries. The duration of a seizure is usually not more than 2 to 5 minutes, after which the person enters into a state of deep sleep. If the seizure does not subside, immediately call for the nearest available medical help. Now I will like to tell epilepsy in some elderly persons, how the elderly person can manage.
तो फिर वो बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा फिर उसमें
तो उसमें in summary, I will like to give this message to public that epilepsy is not a disease to which one must get frightened. It is a manageable medical disorder unless he or she follows the proper instruction of a doctor. In such condition, one must go to a specialist or his family doctors to give the description of the disease, take proper advice. The doctor will advise medicines which must be continued regularly and properly till the doctor does not stop the medicines. Second thing is the orders, the don't and do's and instructions what I have already told or it is being told by the doctor, treating physician, treating specialist must be followed strictly so that person can manage his life. He can lead a good happy married life, can have family, can have anything in their life. But excessive use of alcohol, all taking drugs, tobacco, excessive driving without precautions, swimming without precautions, without the instruction of a doctor must be avoided. So epilepsy is a manageable disease.